Hey guys, welcome back to All Things Femme, where we know that our femininity is our superpower and we use it. I am already in the middle of a look from a previous video. As I've stated before here, I don't have a lot of time to do videos. So when I do get some time, I stack them. So I gotta just bam, 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 do what I gotta do. Okay. So don't mind my hair. Don't mind the fact that I'm already in the middle of a makeup look. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish it and go on about my day, okay? I want to say thank you all for joining me. And that just went on real thick as hell. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about how to start feeling yourself. If you are not feeling yourself, you're not feeling yourself. And if you're not feeling yourself, what are you doing, baby girl? Now, this video is very personal to me because I feel that, well, let me explain something to y'all. For every video that I do and every topic I come up with, I go to Pinterest and get a lot of ideas. I messed this up terribly and get a lot of ideas and go from there. With this particular video, I didn't get anything from anywhere. I pulled it straight off the dome. So I'm very proud of this particular video. Not because I'm doing anything, but because this is like really personal to me. My whole life took a complete 180, 360, whichever one is the other way around. 360 is a full circle though, right? Math is not my ministry, though I'm a math teacher. I don't know how to make that make sense. And we're not going to do that right now today. But whatever the number is, I think it's the 180, whichever turns you the other way around. That is how I turned my life around. I started feeling myself. I literally went from, and I've said this before, I had a relationship that was just, and it made me really dislike myself. And before I could move on to a relationship that made me feel like, angel singing, I had to start liking myself. Forget liking myself, loving myself, feeling myself. And once I did that, this is no joke, guys, because I'm big on manifesting. But with manifesting, you have to have a very great self-concept first, right? So I knew that I had to start liking myself before I could manifest anything. I'm sorry, y'all. My whole everything fell apart. And so that's where I went. Anyway, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by my whole setup. I'm big on manifesting. And in order to manifest your self-concept, which is how you feel about yourself, has to be A1, right? So if I knew that I didn't like the life I was living and I needed something better, wanted something better, but in order to do that, I needed to get myself, I needed to get on top of how I felt about me. And that's exactly what I did. And once I did that, it's no joke, ladies and ladies. My whole, gentlemen also, if you hear, hello. But my whole life turned around. I literally started feeling myself and then started feeling my life and then started evolving my life. I have been able to manifest the life that I want simply by changing my self-concept. And this video itself is not about manifesting. No, that's not my ministry. I'm not here to teach it. I do it very well for myself, but I'm not here to teach it to anybody. But what I do want you to do is start loving yourself, start feeling yourself, start knowing that you are that girl. How can you too start feeling yourself? I said, I was not always like this. I was not always the girl who thought she was all that. And I don't mean that in a crazy way or like in a conceited way. I do think I'm all that. And I hope you too think that you're all that. But I was not always this girl, which is why I'm very proud of the fact that I do love myself. I am very big on me. And I feel like if I'm not, who will be? Like, I'm legitimately me. And I need to be okay with it. I literally used to struggle with self esteem so bad that I felt like I was paying for people's time. Like, what do you need? I can do it. I've got it. What can I do for you? I have your back. I was always trying to prove that I was a down person. And it was just like, why am I doing this? I was never felt like I was doing anything right. I was constantly seeking validation from any and everybody, which is so sick now that I think about it. Now being the me that I am today, that you really can't tell me anything. Because until you like you, nobody else is going to like you. You're not going to have great friendships. You're not going to enjoy your job. Your coworkers going to hate your guts. The men are going to mistreat you. It's just inevitable. This is how life works. When you don't like you, nothing likes you. Your experiences don't like you. Your opportunities don't like you. Nothing works out for you till you like yourself. You want to start by building a strong foundation. Start with your self-concept. One of the first things I did to begin my journey to feeling myself was to work on my self-concept. That meant I did affirmations every day. I am affirmations. I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of success. I'm worthy of happiness. I am enough just as I am. I trust myself. I am proud of who I am and who I am becoming. All these are I am affirmations that I used as well. And there's thousands of them. All you got to do is Google them. And I want you to look yourself in the mirror and say those to yourself every day. I am all that. You want to make sure that you are repeating affirmations to yourself daily until it starts to sink in. I know it may sound silly because even when I started doing it, I really didn't understand how it was going to be helpful. And I cannot tell you the point that I knew that they were helpful. I can't tell you any of that. I just know that I am here now and I am definitely confident. Now, second, I am a fake it until you make it person. I think I've mentioned that before. There is nothing wrong with not truly, well, no, there's plenty of things wrong with truly not feeling yourself. But the point is, it's that thing that happens overnight. And sometimes you do have to fake it until you make it. On days whenever I wasn't feeling confident, I didn't feel like myself, I wasn't happy, I would take time to do little things that made me feel good. I am good for dancing in the mirror. I'm good for what I call concerts. When I had one the other morning before work. I was up, I had some me time, and I put on some SZA and Kendrick Lamar and Sticky and all the other things. And I just had a little concert before work. And when I tell you my day was everything, like I had the best day. It is okay to just play around, have fun, and get yourself together. It may sound silly, but on your worst days, faking it until you make it, your mind catches up to the fake it part. Now, the next thing that I did to start feeling myself, which is very hard to do, was I started liking my body and just saying, hey, this is who I am. I am a big back. Now, don't get me wrong. I do believe in the power of plastic surgery. I believe in the power of exercise. I believe in the power of whatever it is that you need to do to feel good about yourself. I'm not knocking those things. If I had the money for a tummy tuck, which I will, I would have been got me a tummy tuck. Baby girl needs a tummy tuck, but I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm going to tuck this stomach into these pants. Anytime I do start to feel like, okay, girlfriend, you're doing a lot. You done had cookie dough, raw cookie dough out of the container 3 nights in a row. And now you're adding ice cream into the mix. let's do a fast or let's juice. I make adjustments. Whatever it is that stops you from feeling 100% great about yourself, fix it or love it. Love it or list it. Now, the next thing that I did that I found to be very important for me was I started getting into fashion. And please don't ever get it twisted. I am not a fashionista. I mean, I dress okay. Like the people at work tell me sometimes that they like my clothes, my outfits. The other day, one of my coworkers said, "Oh, Miss A always dresses for success." And I don't. Sometimes I wear sweatpants, but I'm cute in them. You got to feel good about you. So that's my next point, fashion. I don't know what's going to happen today, but I know I'm going to be cute when it happens. Guys, I literally plan my outfits out in my head a couple of days in advance. I love fashion. I love being cute. I love dressing up. Start dressing up for yourself. Start feeling good. Style is what's going to speak for you before you even speak for yourself. The next thing is something that is a physical situation, but it needs to be addressed. Your posture. I think I've spoken about this before. When you walk upright and you put your shoulders back and you walk with your head up. Now, I do walk with my head down because I like to watch where I'm stepping because, as I've said, I'm a shoes girl. Like, I got the Jordans, I got the Dunks, I got the things, I got the shoes, okay? And I am not stepping in just anything. So I do look down when I walk. But when I'm passing a person, I try to look up, look them dead in the eyes and keep it pushing. Then I look back down again because I'm not stepping in nothing, okay? But you want to do everything with confidence. And I'm slowing down now because you're supposed to talk slowly. When you're confident, you don't have to rush to say all the things you need to say. You know, people are going to stop. They're going to listen. They're going to give you time to finish the things you need to say because you're that girl. They're waiting on what it is you have to say anyway. So slow down when you're talking. Okay, the next thing I did to start feeling myself was I started letting go, being carefree. I know I've mentioned this before. Me, I'm a dance in the mirror girl. I am going to get in the mirror and turn up. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to be carefree. I'm going to tell jokes. I'm going to embrace the moment, all the things. After, my dad died, I know it sounds really, really silly, but that was like my first loss of somebody who I truly loved. And it was the first time I realized that death was permanent. And I know that sounds really silly because we all know when someone dies, they never come back. But it's not until it's really, really personal to you that you realize how real that is. That once you die, that's it. Unless you believe in, multiple lives, which is fine as well. But for now, this is the life that we're in, and this is the life we know about. You only have one life. You want to live it and have fun. Embrace the fun, okay? None of us is going to make it out of here alive anyway. So we may as well have fun while we're here. It's okay to have some fun, especially when we're ladies. Our whole aura should be built on lightheartedness and fun, not struggle bus, okay? You definitely just want to live in the moment. The next thing I did to start feeling myself was I started setting goals and taking action. So for me, I went back to school. I'm almost done actually. And every time I passed a semester and knocked out another class or another however many classes, my confidence grew. I started to be like, okay, listen, look at me. Look at me. So my accelerated reader status from elementary is finally paying off. I am doing the thing. With achievement grows your confidence. And that's with anything. Start setting goals, start achieving those goals. Every time you mark off another, I did it. I did it. You're going to start feeling like, hey, I really am that girl. No matter how big or small they are, it's about proving to yourself, yes, I can do it. Yes, I can, as the nutty professors used to say. Yes, I can. Okay, and finally, I started my self-care journey, which I've talked about plenty of times. Take time for you, whatever that means. Take your long baths, do your skincare routine, do things for you that make you feel good. Once I started indulging in my self-care, like literally taking my time and just, girl, this time is for you. I started loving my life. I started little by little, like, who gonna stop me? Who's gonna tell me anything? I have on matching underwear and bra today. I wish you would try to tell me something. Do you know that I smell like baccarat? Hello? So with everything, always remember that self-care is legitimately number one. Should be. So just to recap, to start feeling yourself, you want to begin by shifting your self-concept. You do that by saying affirmations to yourself in the mirror. Or if you want to be like me, you can write them in your journal. You want to act confident even on the days that you don't feel that way. Do something to make yourself feel good. Put on your makeup. Put on a cute outfit. Do something that's going to make you feel good even though you're not feeling your best. You want to start trying to accept yourself as you are, your body, including your body. You want to take small steps every day to build your confidence. Set some big goals and start achieving them. The more you start achieving your goals, the more you're going to feel like, hey, I really am that girl. Remember that starting to feel yourself is not something that just happens overnight. You got to work at it consistently every single day. Dress up, show up, put on your makeup, walk into the room with your shoulders back and your head up, look people in the eyes, and start taking care of yourself. Start doing the things that make you feel like, hey, I am that girl and I know it. It's definitely a process to start feeling yourself, but with consistency, I promise you, you will get there. You too can be like me. So tell me one thing that you're willing to do today to start being that girl, to start feeling more confident and to start feeling yourself, which once you do, your whole life gonna start feeling you, girl. If you enjoyed this video, I hope I gave you some tips that you can really use because I want everybody to be free, happy, confident, feeling themselves, loving themselves the way I do. My whole life turned around once I started feeling this way about me. And you too can have the life that you want. But you got to start loving yourself first, okay? If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment down below. And if you're new here, please subscribe. I'd love to see the notification saying, bing, new subscriber. I love those. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.